Back in March, El Salvador's two most violent gangs shook hands and made a truce to put an end to their fighting. Now, 200 days later, the agreement remains intact and homicides in the country have gone down. Could this be the end of the fighting in one of the most violent countries in the Americas? CCTV's Michelle Begue has more.
For decades, members of the Maras Salvatruchas and Barrio 18 faced off on the streets of El Salvador. But for the past 6 months, they have aimed towards peace by arranging a truce. The pact, they say, was necessary, not just important.
49,000 dead in our gang war, the innocent included, gang members, police, members of the armed forces.
Carlos Mojica is a leader of Barrio 18, who is currently serving time for homicide. The gangs have long been accused of gruesome violence, extortion, and drug trafficking across Central America. But since the truce has been called, homicides in El Salvador have gone down from 14 a day to 5.
It's not a perfect process. We are human beings, and you know everything that we humans do is imperfect. But we are doing our best, giving our best effort for this process to continue.
Not all violence has stopped. Even Carlos Mojica admits gang members who violate the truce are ordered to be killed. Raúl Mijango says the treaty is just a first step that needs support from the community and the government to bring long-lasting change.
Civil society must give the forgiveness the gangs are asking for, because there is an accumulated resentment and hate from civil society towards this group of people, obviously because they have wronged society.
Whether or not the truce can be considered completely successful in El Salvador, it is undeniable that there has been impact abroad. Now, drug gangs in Honduras and Guatemala are considering a similar agreement to stop the violence.
What happens in this country even has repercussions in the United States, because the roots of this gang is all in the U.S.
The gang leaders celebrated 200 days since the truce became official, and at a press conference they promised to continue encouraging gang members outside of prison walls to diminish extortion and disappearances. Michelle Begue, CCTV, El Salvador.